أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. مثل الذين ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله كمثل حبة أنبتت 7 سنابل في كل سنبلة 100 حبة والله يضاعف لمن يشاء والله واسع عليم. صدق الله العظيم. This is verse number 261 of Surah Al-Baqarah. From here starts 36th section, Ruku 36 of Surah Al-Baqarah, and this is verse number 261. Left now are 5 sections of Surah Al-Baqarah, out of which the last section carries some basic principles. The earlier 4 sections from 261 up to 283 have a total of 21 verses, which present special instructions and points of guidance concerning financial transactions. If these were to be followed completely and toto, the problem of an ideal economic order which the whole world is worrying about will be automatically solved. Right now we see there are different financial systems prevailing in the world: capitalism, socialism, and communism. But these systems are not satisfactory. Contrary to this, there is Islamic financial system, and capitalism is the financial system which gives benefit to the rich people, while in this system poor people will go down day by day. And socialism is such a system which cannot give complete wage to a person who struggles all the day. So contrary to these systems, there is a system, economic system, financial system of Islam, which gives importance to both sides, to rich people as well as it regard the poor people. So now this present verse expresses an important aspect of the economic order of Islam. It has 2 parts. Number 1, it teaches how to spend that which is extra to your needs, to help the poor and the needy people. This is known as sadaqat, charities, khairat, alms. So Islam says that you will help poor people, needy people. Allah will give you in return great reward. Second thing, it declares that taking and giving of riba, interest, usury is haram, unlawful, and gives directions on how to stay on guard against it. So out of these sections, the first 2 consist of the merits of sadaqat. These 2 sections, Allah will give the detail of the merits of charities and alms, inducement towards these, and Allah will explain related injunctions and points of guidance regarding the giving charities and alms. The last two sections deal with the unlawfulness and the forbiddance of interest-based dealings and with permissible ways of giving and taking loans. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encourages people to give loan to your brothers. Allah will give you reward. But contrary to Islamic system, especially in capitalism, rich people, they give people loan on interest. So in this way, the poor people, they will become more poor, because when they return their loans, so they will give more. However, in this present verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states the merit of spending in the way of Allah and the conditions which make sadaqah, charity and alms acceptable and merit worthy with Allah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in this present verse, مَثَلُ الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ أَمْوَالَهُمْ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. The example, the parable of those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah is just like a grain that produced 7 ears, and in each ear has 100 grains, and Allah multiplies for whom He wills, and Allah is all encompassing, all knowing. So keep in mind that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses in the Holy Quran different words for this subject, for giving alms, charity. One is the infaq, the word infaq, like here yunfiquna. Infaq means spending. At several places Allah uses this word, that spending, infaq. With the words, sometimes Allah uses the word it'am, feeding the people. Sometimes Allah uses the word sadaqah, charity. Another word is used, ita'uz zakah, giving, paying the obligatory zakah properly. So a careful look at these Quranic words and the way they have been used shows that the words infaq, spending, it'am, feeding and sadaqah, charity are general, and as such incorporate all sorts of charitable spendings that aim to seek the good pleasure of Allah. These spendings may be farz, sometime, may be wajib, may be nafal, commendable, desirable and preferred. It may be noted that the Holy Quran used a distinct word, ita'uz zakah, for the obligatory zakah, which indicates that there are special requirements in receiving and giving of this particular sadaqah. In this section, the word used more often is infaq, spending, while the word sadaqah, charity, has been used less often, which indicates that the statement here covers general charities and deeds of generosity, and the injunctions given here include and incorporate all sorts of charities and spendings in the way of Allah. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in this present verse that the example of those who spend in the way of Allah is like a grain that produced 7 ears, and each ear is 100 grain. So the Holy Quran did not use simple words that the person who spends in the way of Allah, Allah will give him reward of 700 rupees. But Allah has illustrated the spending in the way of Allah by likening with the grain. So, what is the reason in this? So, a similitude of spending in the way of Allah. So, it is said that people who spend in the way of Allah, that is, in the way of Allah means in Hajj or in Jihad or on the poor, on widows and orphans, or on relatives, friends to help them out. So these people can be likened to one who sows a good grain of wheat in the field from which grows a plant on which sprout 7 ears, and each ear yields 100 grains. As a result, one grain was worth a total yield of 700 grains. So the outcome is that one who spends in the way of Allah receives in return, meaning reward in the hereafter, on the scale of 1 to 700. That is, spending 1 cent, 1 euro could bring the merit of 700 cents or 700 euros. It appears in authentic hadith that the sawab, the reward, merit for one good deed is returned tenfold and could reach 700-fold. That is why Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu has said that the reward of spending 1 dirham in jihad and hajj is equal to 700 dirhams. To sum up, this verse tells us that spending 1 unit of money brings forth the reward of 700 units. Now let me explain that why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned spending in the way of Allah by giving a similitude. So through this example, Allah has mentioned the conditions that make charity a worship. So the Holy Quran has not put this subject in a few clear words. It has rather used the form of similitude featuring a grain of wheat, which is a subtle hint towards the labor of a farmer, who can hope to get an yield of 700 grains out of 1 grain, sown only when the grain is good. And the farmer sowing it should be fully conversant with the art of farming, and the soil where the grain goes should be good too, because should even one of these factors remain missing, either this grain will be wasted, leave no grain to come out, or it would just not yield enough to reach the production ratio of 1 grain to 700 grains. Similar to this, there are the same 3 conditions for the acceptance and increased return of good deeds generally, and of spending in the way of Allah particularly. These conditions are that which is spent in the way of Allah should be clean, pure, and halal, lawful. For it appears in hadith that the Holy Prophet ﷺ said that Allah Almighty accepts nothing except what is clean, pure, and halal. Second condition, one who spends should be good in intentions and righteous in deeds. An ill-intentioned and showy spender is like that ignorant farmer who throws away the grain on a spot where it is wasted. Third condition, the one to whom sadaqah is given should also be deserving of it. It should not be wasted by spending on the non-deserving. So thus, the similitude unfolds for us the great merit spending in the way of Allah has, along with the 3 conditions as well, which stipulate that one should spend from halal earnings, and the method of spending should also conform to Sunnah, to the way of the Holy Prophet, and that one should literally search for the deserving in order to spend on them. Just getting rid of what your coffers hold does not entitle you to receive this merit. So, this is the summary of this present verse. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, مَثَلُ الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ أَمْوَالَهُم. The example, the parable of those يُنْفِقُونَ who spend أَمْوَالَهُم their wealth في سبيل الله in the way of Allah. كَمَثَلِ حَبَّةٍ is just like a grain أَنْبَتَتْ سَبْعَ سَنَابِلَ that produced 7 ears. في كل سنبلة in each ear 100 grains. مئة حبة 100 grains. والله يضاعف and Allah multiplies لمن for whom يشاء He wills, according to His sincerity, according to the labor. والله واسع and Allah is all embracing. Alimun, all knowing. Again, Mathalul ladina, the example of those yunfiquna who spend amwalahum their wealth fi sabilillah in the way of Allah. In the way of Allah means in good deeds, in Allah's obedience. Kamathali habbatin is just like a grain ambatat that produced sab'a sanabila 7 ears في كل سنبلة in each ear 100 حبة 100 grains. والله يضاعف and Allah multiplies, meaning the reward, the merit, لمن for whom يشاء He wills. Allah, the more a person is sincere, Allah will give him more reward. والله واسع and Allah is all encompassing, all sufficient, meaning Allah can give more and more reward because there is no scarcity, there is no shortage of reward with Allah. Alimun, all knowing, Allah knows who is sincere, who is not sincere, who spends his wealth in the way of Allah for the sake of Allah, for the pleasure of Allah, or who spends money for the name and fame or for the showment. Again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, مَثَلُ الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ أَمْوَالَهُم. The example of those يُنْفِقُونَ who spend أَمْوَالَهُم their wealth فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ in the way of Allah. كَمَثَلِ حَبَّةٍ is just like a grain أَنْبَتَتْ سَبْعَ سَنَابِلَ that produced 7 ears. فِي كُلِّ سُنْبُلَةٍ in each ear 100 حَبَّة 100 grains. وَاللَّهُ يُضَاعِفُ and Allah multiplies لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ for whom He wills. وَاللَّهُ وَاسِعٌ and Allah is all encompassing, or Allah is all embracing. Here wasi'un mean all embracing, all sufficient. Alimun, all knowing. So this is the meaning of this verse. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Mathalul ladina. Mathal mean the example, the parable. Alladina of those yunfiquna, they spend amwalahum their wealth. Amwal is the plural form of mal, wealth. Amwal, hum their wealth, their property. Fi sabilillah, in the way of Allah. Fi in sabil way, in the way of Allah mean in Allah's obedience and good deeds. Kamathali habbatin is just like, ka just mathal like, habbatin grain, a grain, ambatat that produced 7 sanabila ears. Sanabila is the plural form. Fi kulli sumbulatin in each, kulli each, sumbulatin ear, 100 habba 100 grains. 100 habba, 100 means 100 habba grains. Sumbulatin is the singular, sanabil is the plural form. Wallahu in Allah yudha'ifu multiplies, meaning the reward of the people, liman for whom yasha'u He wills. Allah multiplies if a person gives charity with sincerity, with honesty, and he is needy and poor. He doesn't have that much money, but he gives in the way of Allah, so Allah will multiply his reward. Wallahu, and Allah, wasi'un, all sufficient, alimun, all knowing. Again, mathalu, the example, the parable, alladhina, of those yunfiquna, who spend, amwalahum, their wealth, amwal, wealth, hum, their wealth, fi sabilillah, in the way of Allah, meaning in Allah's obedience and good deeds and jihad and hajj, on poor, on widows, etc. Kamathali habbatin, is just kamathali, like, habbatin, a grain, meaning a grain of corn, ambatat, that produced sab'a sanabila, 7 years, fi kulli sumbula, in each year, mi'atu habba, 100, mi'atu habba, mi'atu mean 100, habba, grains. Wallahu, and Allah, yudha'ifu, multiplies, increases the reward of the people, limain, for whom, yashau, he wills. Wallahu, and Allah, wasi'un, all embracing, all sufficient, alimun, all knowing. So, all sufficient means Allah is sufficient for creatures' needs. There is no shortage, there is no scarcity of reward with Allah. Allah can give more and more reward. Alimun, all knowing, meaning Allah knows the person who spends in the way of Allah, whether he is sincere or not sincere, or he spends for the sake of Allah, or he spends for the name or fame or for showment. So Allah is fully aware. So this is the meaning of these words.